Okay, so today is Sunday, the 7th of December. Like, there are so many things to be grateful for. Like, I was thinking of so many things. I was reminiscing of how far the year has gone. Like, from January to look as if December is still very far. But before you know what's happening, it's already December. And here we are already in December. There are so many things to be grateful for. There are so many things to be appreciative for. Like throughout this year, I don't think we've never been sick. My children have ever been sick. Like maybe we've not been sick to the extent of being admitted to the hospital. Is something to be grateful for. We've never been hungry. God has always been providing for us. We've never been in situations where there's always a way out to every situations we found ourselves throughout this year. So it's something to be grateful for. Some few days ago, I sat down and I was thinking or reminiscing on how my life has been, or how far we have come all this while. Mona, excuse me, let me finish now. So how far we have gone, like I was reminiscing of the things I needed like 2 years ago, how it is now. Oh, yeah, come, sorry. Sorry, Arabia. Oh, no, Arabia. So I was checking the things I needed last 2 years, things I was praying for, and the ones that I've gotten. Like, it just made me realize that there is nothing to be worried about. Like, there's nothing you should be worried about. There's nothing you should be bothered about, because in due time, at the appointed time, everything will fall in place. Because I remember, like, last 2 years, there was something I was praying to God for, and when I look at it now, like, God has already answered that particular prayer point and even added more to it. If it's as of that time, I'll start thinking, when will this thing happen? When will this thing come to pass? But most of the time, the way God does it, He does it in such a way that when you look back, you know that it is not by your power, it is not by your might, it is not that you have the power to do anything that maybe things happen in your life. It's just by the grace and the mercies of God. And that is why I'm so appreciative today. I'm so happy today for how far God has led me, has led my family. Like, He has been faithful. Like, everything about our life, it has not been easy, but God has been faithful. So today being Sunday, the 7th of December, I'm just with a grateful heart. I am just appreciative. I am just full with thanks. I'm just full with praise for all that has been happening this year, all that has happened, all that we are hoping for and praying that God does it for us. We are just appreciative. In fact, God has been faithful. That's just all I have to say. God has been faithful. So for as many of us that are still believing that God will do one thing or the other in our lives, in our families, individually, collectively, don't lose hope. Honestly, don't lose hope. Because most of the time, why most of us feel as if things are not happening in our life is that we have not sat back, we have not checked how far God has led us. Because by the time you start checking how far God has led you, you know that you have come very far. You know that the way you were last 3 years ago, 4 years ago, is not the same way you are today. It's not the same way that things has been in your life, because God has changed one thing or the other in your life, and that one is the fact. If you begin to calculate, you begin to check how your life has been, you know that it is not the same way it was before. That's how it's been now, because God has changed one thing or the other in your life. Even if you have not come back to check it, just sit down. Even as the year is coming, it's rounding off, just sit back, check all the things you have wished you had 2 years, 3 years ago, and how God has made it in one way or the other, and it has been in your hands now. Like, most of the time when we ask for these things, we forget about it, and even when the thing comes to pass, we don't even remember that there was a time we were asking for this thing. We just know that in all these things, God is not abandoning anybody. He has never abandoned anybody. It may tarry, like it may take time for it to come to pass, but it must surely come to pass, because I've checked and I know that God is faithful. Even most of the blessings we receive, it is not how we want it that it comes. Maybe we want it to be green, it comes in the red shades of it. But in all, we have that blessing that we want God to give us. It's something to be grateful for. Like, I am full of praise and full of thanks to how far God has brought my family. Like, it has not been easy, but God has been faithful. God has been comfortable, that will make us in a better place, and that is what I am appreciative for. because I know if he has been doing it, he will still continue to do it. Like, I am just appreciative. That is just what I have to say today. So sit back. If you feel that there is nothing in your life that is worth celebrating, just sit back without any distraction. Start checking your life. Start checking how far you have come. You would know that it is not easy. Like, God has been faithful to you in one way or the other. This is something to be appreciative of. It's time for you to appreciate it. Like, this period, it's time for you to appreciate. Forget about the Christmas celebrations. Even if you don't have anything to eat, you don't have anything to drink, but you are healthy, you are hale, you are hearty. It's something to be grateful for. Honestly, it's something to be grateful for. So I want you to sit back. I want you to calm yourself down. Just check your life. You have one thing to be grateful for. It is just a Sunday of being grateful. Just be grateful. And I assure you that that thing you are believing God for, He will do it for you. God bless you and happy Sunday. Thank you, my lovelies.